Welcome back. Now, life can be tough. That's just a simple fact. It can be rugged and awful at times. I don't want to bring you down on a Sunday, but honestly, there are times when life is hardly worth it. Sometimes it's easy to feel like other people are pulling the strings.
Now, maybe that's why we love watching the Muppets.
See where I
They've
was going with
returned
that.
to the big screen. Does it make sense now? For the 7th sequel since they made it big in the 60s, Muppets Most Wanted is the latest offering, and our movie man, Jason Jabba Davis, is here to tell us what it's like.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Jabba.
You've posed a very interesting question, Mum. With school holidays here, a 1 and a 4-year-old, should they go and see the Lego movie? Should you take your kids to see the Lego movie?
Jabba this.
Or the Muppets Most Wanted? 1 and 4-year-olds may be more suited to, you know, a unicorn movie or something a little bit gentler. The Muppets was an interesting movie for me. I was a bit reluctant to go and see this. I watched the first movie again in the lead up to seeing the sequel with my daughter Ruby, who was here last week talking about the Lego movie. The Muppets, for me, are an institution. They are an absurdist 70s. I mean, look at those characters. They are the most out there, dope-smoking, created hippie San Francisco.
Except Sam the American Eagle. He's never touched the stuff.
Exactly right. But look at those
But
guys.
look at Floyd.
Freaky and mucked up the Muppets are. So over time, they have become part of Disney, and I'm not sure that Disney doing really out there stuff like the Muppets works for me. It feels like it's been constrained to fall into line with different
Hollywood.
Disney values. And I think the Muppets were always about being more subversive and more counterculture. That said, this is a really enjoyable movie. It's really funny. There's a great story about you know, a crime spree that's happening across Europe with a look-alike of Kermit the Frog called Constantine. It stars Ricky Gervais, who basically does David Brent from The Office the whole time, who is my hero. That's his best character he's ever invented. And Tina Fey's in it. So those two carry it for me. Jermaine Clements from Flight of the Conchords is in it, as well as the head of a prison gulag. He's the king in prison. And the director, a guy called James Bobin, no relation, I believe, to James Tobin. He was one of the co-creators of Flight of the Conchords, worked on the Ali G show. So there is a subversive element there. Exactly. There's a lot of gags. Let's take a look at Muppets Most Wanted.
Flawlessly executed. Bravo.
What did you expect from world's most dangerous frog and #1 criminal, #2?
Yeah, I know. You're #1, I'm #2. I think you mentioned that before.
Now that we control the Muppet Tour #2, phase 1 of our plan is complete. We are now positioned to carry out greatest burglary yes, of all time.
As you can see, very funny, definitely worth seeing. Whether you take a 1 or 4-year-old to see it, 3.5 stars for Muppets Most
3.5
Wanted.
stars.
Tina Fey is absolutely delicious in this film. If you're an adult, you need a film, you need to go and see Grand Budapest Hotel, which is always also out this week.
that looks
Brilliant
great.
Wes Anderson film.
Thank you, Jabba.
Thanks, guys.
More Weekend Sunrise right after the break.
Got another go show, and we can do it